Hi, what's up everyone? This is Z Fleazy, and on this type of video, I'm just talking on this one. I just want to spitball and just talk shit, primarily about X-Men, particularly X-Men 97, because I just finished watching that cartoon. It is amazing. Now, before I even talk about that, first I gotta say, I apologize for those that made X-Men the 92 cartoon show and everyone that was fans of that show. I originally had made a video saying about a one's gotta go about old superhero cartoon shows, and I gotta eat my words about what I said about at least about the 90s X-Men show, because that show, I just rewatched it before I watched 97. That show is amazing. It is fucking fantastic. With an asterisk though. It's fucking fantastic, but with an asterisk. The asterisk is, I really did not like any and all times they ever got the X-Men to do shit that was outside the parameters of dealing with bigotry and dealing with the social construct of the world they live in and how it applied to their world. Like, anything dealing with shit that had to deal with, like, aliens, the Savage Land, or even some of the time travel stuff. Admittedly, oh my god, I could not tell you how hard I just did not care about those episodes. Like, I really could care less about those particular episodes, because let's just say, as much as I love superhero content and superhero stuff, is truth be told, is some of the best content I've ever watched, read, played games with. Like, in general, I love the idea of superheroes and such. Just sometimes, man, I wish the superhero medium knew when to just trim shit and just edit stuff out, because you're doing too much. Like, I love it. I love X-Men purely when they tell stories about bigotry and discrimination and stays within that frame. But almost every single time they do extra shit, I'm tuned out. I'm checking out. I'm like, okay, what is that? Like, literally, that one episode of X-Men from the old X-Men cartoon where Wolverine was dealing with his girlfriend from Japan that turned into Lady Deathstrike. I was very in tune with that episode up until the end, where some alien shit happened at the end, and all that just got dropped. I was like, what the fuck? Now my interest just went down significantly. And yes, X-Men fans, that even goes for the Dark Phoenix. I'm sorry, out of all the different versions of the Dark Phoenix saga that I have seen or read, so I have seen both X-Men films that feature the Dark Phoenix. I just recently saw the 92 cartoons version of the Dark Phoenix saga. I've read Ultimate X-Men all the way through, which includes their version of the Dark Phoenix saga. And I gotta tell you, out of all of those that I've read and watched, the only one that worked for me was Last Stand. I'm sorry. For one, I love Last Stand. X-Men Last Stand is an amazing film that y'all shit on way too much. I don't care if you can tell the directorial differences between that film and the other two that came before it. X-Men Last Stand is a solid film that y'all need to get up off his ass to actually enjoy the damn film. But yeah, as far as the Dark Phoenix stuff in that, I'm sorry. The Dark Phoenix made so much more sense to me as an alternate personality thing, instead of some alien entity that just comes out of fucking nowhere. Like, I'm sorry, I don't need that. I don't need alien Dark Phoenix shit, or if I remember correctly from Ultimate X-Men, it was more like a cult religious thing that happened in that version, which, again, didn't work for me. I couldn't care less about that particular story arc. So, yes, I'm sorry. Dark Phoenix, the only one that worked for me was Last Stand. The rest can go. I don't even think I'm going to like the original version whenever I get a chance to actually read the original Dark Phoenix saga. But yes, all the space stuff and some of the time travel stuff, and then the Savage Land, all that, throw that out. I don't care for those episodes, and even some of the Mojo episodes, while entertaining, I really could care less about those. But no, in general, no. The X-Men 90s cartoon was actually fan-fucking-tastic. You just have to deal with like the old animation. Like that 90s animation does not hold up very well, and not to mention all the times Wolverine couldn't really use his claws because censorship, which, that's But no, but yes, thank you. Thanks to everyone that told me to change my mind and actually watch the actual show itself. I do actually love X-Men 92 now. And now actually talking about X-Men 97. Oh my god, this show is fucking amazing. Oh my god. Like, the highs and lows of this show was fucking amazing. Oh my god. First of all, let me just say, there was no episodes I straight up did not care for. I enjoyed every single episode I saw. And man, oh my god, and the roller coaster of trauma this show was putting us through was amazing. Was crazy. Oh my god. Man, all I can say is I definitely cannot wait for season 2 to come out because oh my god, this show was fan-fucking-tastic all the way through. And specifically, the biggest reason why I say this show is so amazing is because of episode 5. I believe episode 5 is the whole event that happened on Genosha. Yeah, that whole episode for me, that is the single most amazing episode to come out of this show, let alone just in general. And episodes and storylines like this for me is personally why I love superhero like comic book stories and all that, because I love being told like such real world events and like this in such a fantastical means. Like my god, as soon as everything was going down the way that it was, I immediately was getting like flashbacks of like everything going on with like Israel and Palestine, or like the Black Wall Street massacres, or Ellis Island Holocaust. Like oh my god, it was hitting on all the feels on that episode that just felt so true to like when those events happen in the real world and how they just like fucking shake us all. Matter of fact, it reminded me, like, not so much of those instances, but I vividly remember watching, just being at home with my cousin and with my mom and my stepdad, watching, like, Boston Marathon bombing happening, and how shocking it was when we initially saw that happen. And, man, the way everyone reacted to the event of what happened on Genosha, oh, my God. Oh. I was in tears by the end of that episode. Oh my god, I was crying. Everything that happened in that particular episode and everything about this show, especially going forward after the events of Genosha, I was just sitting in my chair just doing this, like. But you couldn't pull me off that show. You could not, because I needed to see what was going to happen, especially what was Magneto going to do once he recovered from everything that happened. Because oh my God, what did y'all expect for someone that survived the Holocaust and still going through the discrimination that he was going through as a mutant was going to do when something like that happened again in his lifetime? Oh, I thought the world was fucked. Straight up. In the final 3-part episodes, oh my god, I immediately thought he was about to ultimatum the whole planet. Like, that's what I thought he was going to do, which would have been a crazy thing if somehow in any shape or form any Marvel content ever touches something like Ultimatum, because woo, while not the best written story, but damn was that story impactful. Especially when it comes to characters just dropping like flies. Oof. That not a story I can tell anyone to read through, but just prepare yourself if you ever read that comic, because that comic is something serious. But nah, the entirety of the show was amazing. I really love how Cyclops was done in this show. Like, I don't think any of the other shows that I watch, besides at best maybe X-Men 92 and I guess the X-Men films post Days of Futures Past, was showing so much love to Cyclops in this and making him a way more well-rounded character than the other shows and films we're doing. Like, I really enjoyed Cyclops, enjoyed everything that happened between him and Jean, Wolverine, and how I'm really thinking they're about to ship Wolverine with Morph, in which that'll be an interesting relationship to see. And, I don't even know how Rogue and Magneto will be after this, by the second season. But, oh my god, this show was amazing, fantastic. I can't go any further than just say, like, if you really haven't watched this show, regardless if you've seen the 90s cartoon or not, go watch it, please. In my opinion, X-Men 97 is a 5 out of 5 star show, in my opinion. That's how amazing this show is. And it's probably going to go down as one of my favorite shows that I've ever watched. Another one of my favorite pieces of content that I've ever consumed. And may I say, oh my god, while we're at it, if y'all haven't ever even seen like that last X-Men show that was on Fox called The Gifted, yeah, give that show a watch too, because X-Men wasn't missing when it comes to TV shows. Like X-Men Evolution was fire, and then I know while I wasn't so high on the Wolverine and X-Men cartoon, I bet a lot of other people's were. And I had my interest in it the first time I saw it. And then even the Marvel anime cartoons was amazing with the Wolverine and the X-Men one. Like, yeah, those two were probably the best ones that came out of that Marvel anime time period. But X-Men in general is just one of the best like superhero like franchises and contents to ever come out of the superhero medium. And I cannot wait to see more stuff come out from both this cartoon and how the MCU is going to do the X-Men going forward. In which, please, Kevin Feige, just know to keep the humor to an acceptable minimum when it comes to the X-Men. Don't force jokes in the damn X-Men movies like you were throughout Phase 3. That was really killing my vibe, my love and interest in the MCU. Please know when to actually put some humor in the scene itself, and then leave the humor alone and let the seriousness of the moment play out. Just please do that for X-Men. Do that and we won't have no problems. Sidetrack. May I say, watching this is sort of like the same way watching Young Justice season 3 and 4 when those came out. Because, oh my god, I know so many of us wanted these shows to come back, but we was not prepared for the maturity and the trauma these shows was going to leave on us when they brought them back. Oh my god. If you were a kid watching X-Men, the 90s X-Men show or Young Justice, I can't recommend the follow-up seasons for kids. Like, those are purely for adults and mature teenager audience only. Like, can't bring your kids to watch those. But yeah, that's all I got for right now. But yeah, I cannot wait to see what we're gonna get going forward. But thank y'all for listening. I was just talking shit on this one, and I'm probably gonna do a bunch more of these like going forward. Like the next one, I kind of want to talk on something that's been bothering me ever since the end of this little feud that just happened. But we'll get more into that when that video drops. Well, thank y'all for listening on this one. If y'all enjoyed, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that. But thank y'all for listening. Z Fleazy out.